all you ever hear about right now is remote or distance learning. But what is remote learning? Well, I'm going to help you out. Today I'm going to simply explain what is remote learning. Hey fun people! Welcome back to Everything Aja. If you're new here, hey, I'm Aja. Here on Everything Aja, we do parenting, teaching, and living life the fun way. If you're interested in joining a community dedicated to shaping the future through building memories and closing the gap between family, fun, and education, then go ahead and like, subscribe, and click the bell. Today I'm going to simply explain what is remote learning and how can you prepare children for success. Now, with this pandemic, more and more school districts are opting out of face-to-face instruction and instead doing remote or distance learning. But what is the difference between remote learning and distance learning? I'll tell you. Come closer. Nothing! There is no difference between remote learning or distance learning. They're pretty much the exact same thing, and the words can be used interchangeable. Now, my school district calls it remote learning, so I'm going to use the term remote learning throughout this entire video. But if your district says distance learning, just know it's the same thing, okay? Now, with remote learning, it is a two-way street. It takes two, baby. Me and you, yes. Parents and educators must partner up in order to make remote learning a successful experience for a child. Remote learning is simply a new way of education that allows a child to still receive a teacher's instructions via technology. Now, I'm going to share with you a few tips that both parents and teachers can do in order to make this the best experience for a child. The first thing a teacher can do is to prepare. Preparation is key. The more organized a teacher is, the easier it is for a child to understand exactly what it is that they need to do while they're at home. The next thing the teacher can do is communicate. Communication is another really important thing. If a teacher is not communicating their expectations, then a child will never meet those unheard expectations. Now, while you're live or simply recording a lesson for your children, you want to make sure that your background looks very friendly. Make it feel like they're actually in your classroom. So teachers can be doing remote learning from one or two places. They might be doing remote learning from their actual classroom. Now, if you're doing remote learning from your classroom, try to move your computer around and move your teaching location. That way children actually feel like they're in the classroom because they can see the reading area or the math area or the whiteboard, and they feel like they're actually there with you. Now, if you're a teacher and you're recording at home, then try to use virtual backgrounds that look like a classroom, or you can have a little area in your home set up like a desk or a classroom that just allows a child to feel like that they're somewhat at school. Now, parents, remember it's a two-way street, so you also have to join in the fun. In order for your child to be successful, you have to do some things too. Now, if the teacher is communicating on their behalf, then it's really important that you communicate on your behalf, because that's the only way that a teacher will know exactly what you need from home and exactly how to best help your child during remote learning. As a parent, you're also going to want to set up a place for your child to work. This is probably the most important thing. You want to find a quiet area in your house, and if possible, come up with some table or desk so that a child can sit up and prepare them for success. Now, in that quiet area, you're going to want to have some school supplies. That includes things such as paper, pencil, crayons, something for your child to write on. Now, I'm really loving how parents are going above and beyond. You guys are doing such a great job. Now, shout out to the Williams family. They actually created their at-home homeschool area, and as you see, their little boy feels like he's at school. He has his own homeschool area. This not only will make your child feel like they're in the classroom, but will actually set them up for success because they'll actually be more eager to learn while they're in remote learning. Now, I have a few more tips for parents that will allow you to set your child up for success in order to be successful during remote learning, and that is simply to wake them up about an hour before it's time to get online and get them dressed. Get them in their normal routine of brushing their teeth, doing their hair, putting on clothes. Don't just let them wake up 5 minutes before it's time to go online and meet Miss McNair and run downstairs and put on their pajamas, but create a normal morning routine that gets your child in the habit of school. This way they take remote learning more serious and now they're ready to learn. Now, depending on the teacher, each child's remote learning experience may differ. And this is because there are a lot of different platforms that remote learning or distance learning actually takes place. Now, I've already gone over a lot of similarities and differences between different platforms when I did this video on how to set up your virtual game night. So make sure you check that video out. Even if you're not having a game night, it's very beneficial for you to just understand the difference between these different platforms. If you're getting value out of this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell. I would love for you to become a part of this amazing growing community. Welcome. Now, clicking the bell is actually what notifies you each time I upload a new video. I'm trying to walk you through this remote learning experience. How do you feel about remote learning? Let me know that down below in the comment. Anxious about it? Are you excited about it? Do you just have a few more questions about remote learning? Whatever it is, let me know down below in the comments. How do you feel about remote learning? Now, I just released this video on games that you can play during remote learning, and these aren't just any games, y'all. They're educational games for children of all ages. You simply adapt the game depending on the children's age. And you want to be subscribed because coming out, I'm going to teach you exactly how to use Zoom for remote learning, and because I know reading is a very difficult thing to kind of teach virtually, I'm giving you 5 really fun reading games that you can play during remote learning. So if you're ready to join in on this experience, make sure that you like, subscribe, and click the bell. See you later. Don't forget to watch